Minnesota Vikings need to get back to having some size and girth and meat in the defensive line. Got to get back to we have the meats, shutting down the run, getting some quick interior pressure. Enter Wisconsin nose tackle Keeanu Benton. He could be the answer to a lot of questions that the Vikings have along the defensive line. I love him. I think that he is baby Akeem Hicks. I think that he's baby Kenny Clark. And, of course, we've seen what they can do in this division. So let's talk about Keeanu Benton today. Background, 21 years young, 6'4", 309, former 3-star recruit from Janesville, Wisconsin. Now, I know what you're saying. Wisconsin, blah, 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 but is what it is. Like, hey, join the Vikings, all is forgiven. Although, I was never really on board with Michael Bennett or Erasmus James, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine, man. It's fine. But started a handful of games for the Badgers as a true freshman in 2019, and then ended up having a pretty phenomenal career for the stupid Badgers. Senior season 2022, 20 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 4.5 sacks, which is a career high. He progressed every single year as a pass rusher, 28 pressures, and posted an 83.5 PFF pass rushing grade and route to being named third team All Big Ten. And he was that anchor on Jim Leonard's aggressive defense, which ended up 20th in the country. And also, so Jimmy Leonard and Mike Pettin, they go way back like chiropractic. So if the Vikings were so inclined, they would be able to get all the information that they need about Keeanu Benton and be doing that due diligence there. And he did test well at the Combine. He did well at the Senior Bowl at practice as well as in the game. But at the Combine, he put up an 8.65 out of 10 in terms of RAS. A pretty solid all-around athlete. Did well in the 3-cone as well as the broad jump. And he is seen as like a mid-day 2 pick. Like if he went mid to late second round or high third round, I don't think it would necessarily shock anyone. And of course, the Vikings, don't have a second round pick, and then they don't draft until 87 in the third round. And I know the mock draft simulators have Benton there quite a bit. I don't know, man. If I had to bet my bottom dollar, I think that he's going to be a second round pick minimum. But Lance Zierlein, NFL.com scouting report. Overview. Benton is a powerful interior defensive lineman with size and persistence. However, he needs to play with consistent explosiveness early in the rep for decisive wins at the point of attack at the pro level. Block engagements become drawn-out brawls at times, but he does a nice job of defeating block sustains and often finds himself near the play. He lacks a wide base and sturdy anchor, so he'll need to improve his pad level to prevent double teams from moving him around too easily. He's solid and has flashed starting potential, but he needs to become a more consistently impactful force in the middle to make noise as an NFL starter. And for me, Keeanu Benton, like he does come in with NFL size and strength, has that high motor right away. Now, he's not the two gapping people mover, hold the line nose tackle like Mozzie Smith as well as Siaka Ika that we've talked about earlier, but he brings something else to the table. Like he's a better pass rusher than both those two guys, but it's a trade-off, and you're giving up 10, 15, 20 pounds as well as not being as good against the run. But he's got a high motor. He really gets after it. Solid first step, quick and violent hands, uses them well, blows up a gap quickly, and also rush the A gap and the B gap consistently. And also he developed as a pass rusher every single season he was in Madison. And he does have 1-tech and 3-tech flexibility. And like we said, he's more of a Akeem Hicks, Kenny Clark type nose tackle where he's not a 2-down guy. He's going to be out there on the field for 3 downs. And he's going to rush the passer, and he's going to have a premium. But the trade-off is, he's not that guy who's going to be able to consistently absorb double teams. He's not that guy who's going to be consistently holding up well against the run. Does need to work on leverage, but I think working in the NFL, working around NFL peers as well as NFL coaching, I think that could be a big-time step. But like I said, in terms of where guys are probably going to go, I think Mozzie Smith is a late first-round pick. It wouldn't really shock me if Siaka Ika is in the back of the first round or top 40. I mean, Benton could be a top 50 guy, certainly, especially with some of these needs at nose tackle. Plus, I think that Benton's progression as a pass rusher certainly gives him a little bit of boost as well. So, I mean, even though he looks really horrible in red, he wouldn't look too damn bad in purple. So maybe I should make it happen. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings need to draft Wisconsin nose. Just say no. All right, so just nose tackle Keeanu Benton. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.